100 on that one.
Sweet.
Should be warming up. We got some rats. We got some chicks. We got some mice. Oh, the Mang Mountain is out. Nice. Watermelon. Oh, I said my tent probe. You might know where my tent probe is. Have you seen my tent probe recently? What if I work? Oh, there's a green one. It'll work. Tent is 151. Ouch, damn it, that hurts. I'm gonna pull that out. So you were looking at Neptune. Neptune is my Komodo Island pet viper. I'm going to feed her. I only fed her one mouse the other night. She did go on a little adventure because I was fighting with my phone, my internet, trying to get it to come back up, and it wouldn't. So she got out and was running around. It was kind of cute. I took some pictures. Let's see. She's very striky. She thinks everything's food even before the food is ready. Well, hi. Okay, hold on. I gotta get the other camera ready. I gotta turn it just like that. See? And then watch my finger tit. Chill. You're fine. I know it moves your bark. I get it. Here. Bamboo. There we go. Okay, hopefully you guys are ready. Let me grab my extra water. Just because I feel like I'm over temping over here. I don't want to cook the mouse. I just want to warm it. So our heat-seeking pits pick it up. 145, that's going to cook it. We don't want to cook the mouse. There we go. Put the temp probe on top of my raisinets so I don't lose it. I'll still lose it. Thank you, the real one. How's it going, YouTube? So I do these every night on, or every other night, every third night on YouTube. But I typically do it membership only. So if you're seeing this for the first time, we do this quite often. We're going to do a few on Kick, if you follow me on Kick, for free. But typically we do feedings behind paywall. Okay, don't blink too much, because the mouse is incoming right about now. Do you want a mouse? Ooh, good catch. Nice. Very nice. Good job, Neptune. Like a pro. Like a good neighbor, Neptune is there. For some reason, there we go. I can't get the YouTubes to focus, but I got it. Kinda. Yeah, I don't mind doing it for free sometimes. They definitely stress us out, but it's when little kids are off school is the problem. And I don't mind little kids watching my content. That's great. But it's typically just wiener jokes the whole time. And like occasional wiener jokes are great. I think the real one is just like a lot of wiener jokes, like too much. It's like, man, it's just everything's a wiener joke. It's like, damn it. Too many wiener jokes. Little dog just put the link. You could put a link in there, little dog? Hell yeah. We got an actual link, a clickable link to my kick on YouTube. That shit's crazy. Thank you, little dog. I can't wait to get that up and going. Big True. Yeah. Tarantula knows. Thank you, Mia. I don't know if you have not been posting much or TikTok's just like not showing me your content anymore, but I seen the reptile show things like a month ago, and now I'm not seeing nothing from you, Tarantula. How venomous is this viper? He might make you lose a finger, but you probably won't lose your life. Thank you, Mia. I've known some people to get bit. The last person that called me when he got bit, he's like, hey, what should I do? And I'm like, if you got insurance, get your ass to the hospital and get some anti-venom. Thank you, Melissa. Thank you, Mia. I'm like, if you don't, I'd ride it out, honestly. Thank you, Destiny. I'm like, have somebody there with you. You know, sit down, watch a movie, relax. Keep the arm elevated. He did that. He was fine. He's like, get hurt like a son of a bitch. I'm like, yeah, I'm sure. Thank you, Mia. And then I made fun of him for the next 3 years after that. But that was just for fun. It just felt right. Thank you, Lylindra. He would have done the same for me, I think. Thank you, Peyton. Thank you, Lylindra. Appreciate you guys. So I'm live right now on TikTok and on Kick. That's why. So if you hear me shouting people out over here on TikTok, they're sending gifts and stuff. Thank you, Flea. Thank you, Nicole. Let's zoom in just a little bit on the TikTok. So, Kick subscription's nothing. Kick is free to everybody. You can send what they call subs. I need 25 subs to get my partnership. But I don't know what a sub costs, but no one needs to send that. Like, if you want to support the channel, cool, send it, whatever, that would help. But no one needs to pay that. It's free. You just say I'm following Venomman20 and you're in. YouTube's typically $5.99 for the subscription for the membership, right? To see this live, what we normally do. And then TikTok just upped their prices. It used to be $5.99 too, but TikTok's like, oh, you know what? $9.99 sounds better. Our pockets, we need to make money. So, sure you do, TikTok. I will be feeding the king cobra, yes. I do have a rodent out for him. You have all 3 subs. Nice, Nikki. Appreciate you, little dog, for throwing my Kick out there for everybody. It's my newest platform, so I'm trying to get people to join because I hear that Kick will pay you decently even if nobody supports you. Thank you, Nicole, which I think I have a great support team, don't get me wrong. But if you guys don't have to pay out of pocket and they'll pay me just for funsies, that's awesome, you know? You need to affiliate first so we can sub. And then it'll be $5.99. Okay. But in the app, it's $7.99 if you don't do it in the browser, I guess. Okay. Yeah, little dog just put up the Discord. That's our Discord. So, the real one just reached level 14. Congrats, the real one. So we do Discord every day. I'm always in Discord. Today I was trying to pick out new snakes to buy. So if you were in Discord, you got to help me choose what we should or should not get. So we were just posting pictures and videos of random venomous snakes that my buddy had for sale. And we do that way more often than we probably should. One of these days you guys are going to be like, oh yeah, I told him to get the black mamba, the one that fucking kills me. Thank you, Mia. And then you're going to feel bad about it or something. Do what? Why don't I see you like on Kick? I'm not on Kick right now. I only have 2 phones, so I can only stream on 2 platforms because TikTok won't give me my stream key. I guess I could have did YouTube and Kick tonight on 1 phone. Since I'm not subscribed, since I'm just doing a regular on YouTube, I could have did that. I didn't think about that. But I also need to turn my phone sideways for the Kick users. It's a lot better. Kick pays 100% to creator, yeah. Yeah, the payout from Twitch to Kick is 10x, 10 times. So if you're making $100 on Twitch, you'll make $1,000 on Kick. Volume down a bit? You turn the volume. Oh, yeah. I'm like, what do you mean? There you go. Sorry. No, I'm in YouTube, normal YouTube, and sub live on TikTok. Yeah, last live was yesterday. Yep. True story. You're eating it sideways. You're eating it like a corn on the cob. It's not how you're supposed to eat it. I will be downright honest with you. I will probably not be on super long tonight just because I'm supposed to be at the airport at 8 a.m. to pick up a king cobra. So, no offense to any of you guys, but it's a fucking king cobra waiting on me to pick it up. I shouldn't be late. It might kick my ass. Phone fixed? My phone never broke. Theoretically. Like, I don't know how it survived. There's no reason why my phone should be working right now, but it is. So, I'll go with it. I'm just watering the plant. I'm not pissing, I promise. I will water the hell out of this plant. Sweetie BF, yes, it is Sweetie's boyfriend I'm going to go pick up. He's bigger than what he's supposed to be, too. New king cobra is bigger than... Yeah. Translagram, but the chat on Kick acts like TikTok. Show your reply easier. It is nice. Kicked. Kick. K-I-C-K. Kick. Yep, it is a Javan king. Male. He's 10 feet apparently. I thought he was like 6. So 10 feet means I gotta clean up the floor space in here. He gonna be fast. I asked him if he's bad, and he's like, no, he's not too bad. I'm like, cool. I think he told me that last time, and the motherfucker's fast as hell. So, we'll see. Don't promote your channel. Start your own live if you want to promote your channel. I don't mind helping you grow. I'll tell you anything that I know. But promoting your channel on other person's live is just tacky. If I've seen your content, I don't mind promoting you. Like if you guys are over here on YouTube right now, go check out Tranquilogram. Tranquilogram's pretty badass. He posts funny content. He's a funny dude. He goes live sometimes. It's a fun one to watch. Also, if you're not following J. Scott Herbst, J. Scott Herbst goes live over here way more often than I do. So go check out J. Scott Herbst. He's a good dude, good friend of ours, nice guy. But anyway, that's that. Try to fill up her water dish too on here. And see our little necks like practically see-through at this point? You really see it on TikTok. No, thank you, Wendy. Thank you, Ross. Never got to see a feeding? Thanks again for showing us. Yeah, anytime, man. Appreciate you being here. I didn't know you were still on the TikTok when we ended. I'm like, well, Tranquilogram, that was short-lived. I seen him, and then he disappeared. He was back into the ethos, back into the swamp he returns. But he was still there. because she has freaking sunburst. You're horrible. Only have one video? Oh, well, that makes sense. Yeah, definitely put out as many videos as you can. Try to keep the quality good. Remember, a good hook is where you should start. It's if you could think up something creative, like if you have, this is why I think my leopard gecko is the prettiest leopard gecko. That's a good start, right? That's because people are like, why the hell does this guy think that his leopard gecko is the prettiest? And then, you know, either entertain people with comedy, entertain people with facts, entertain people with how to something, you know. A lot of people, like Peter McKinnon was a great film guy, and he just taught people how to use their cameras. And then he went on to how vlogging and all sorts of shit, you know. Now he's fun to watch as a creator, but first he offered something, you know. He taught people, and that was very handy for people who was trying to learn. And that got him in there and got him ranking every shop in Alabama. Hell yeah, that's a great idea. And why you're picking, you know, maybe have criteria, maybe have like a top 5, like I'm going to rate them number like a 4 on reptile cleanliness or quality or rareness, or, you know, and have different criteria. I mean, it's a great idea. Hell yeah. Video is decent. Not many shops around here. It's a solid video idea? Yeah, it's not a bad idea at all. And you never know what's going to work. Sometimes you're going to have a video and you're like, that just didn't work out. Post it anyway and just see. Especially when your channel's in infancy. You know, you can post anything and get away with it, because if it's not good, nobody's going to see it anyway. Who cares? If it's a really good video, maybe a lot of people won't see it anyway, even though it's a good video, just because you don't have that reach yet. But, I've had some videos that I'm like, I should throw this video away. This is really lame. And then it turns out to be my best performing video. And honestly, it's quite embarrassing. I've had a couple that I'm like, man, I wish I wouldn't have posted that, but I did so well. Like, it helped me so much, helped my channel so much. Can't get the chat on YouTube to work. So I'm back over here. That's weird. I wonder why chatting on YouTube ain't working for you. Let me also put it on all messages and not just top messages. I don't know why it does that. Is this the only one you're getting tonight, Neptune? Because you have one last night too, or the night before. No, this is the night before last night. So, you about done? You good? You okay if I close the door? Reels helped my channel grow a lot. I was stuck about 60,000 followers, but Reels really got me there. But I also got pretty good at making short content because of TikTok. You know, I'd been on TikTok for 5 years. Okay, Neptune. Appreciate you. I think we're going to try to feed Mangy Boy now. Mr. Mangy Boy. Let me go get my light fixture. Hopefully you're on something. I'm not sure if you are or not. Oh. Back to killer. Don't hide. You're too pretty to hide. Okay. Dude, I did an unboxing the other day of a bunch of Mangs. I was doing the math while I was sitting there. It was my buddy's box because he imported a bunch out of Europe. I'm like, dude, I'm all the snakes in this box. If we calculate all the snakes inside this box, I'm unboxing. I'm like, this is like $90,000. I don't like doing this. This makes me nervous. I'm so nervous right now. Like, it's too much money for snakes. It's just so much. This guy won't eat on camera. I know that. You know that. He's crazy though. It's striking. 110. It's good enough temperature. So these have heat-seeking pits, of course. So warm rodents is the way to go. We're going to feed him 2, the size of that rodent. Okay. Don't blink. This guy's very quick. He's not awake. Vibration on the water dish. Just put you right there so you don't drop in such a water. Very nice. He might eat on camera, I don't know. Yeah, these are from the Mang Mountain range in China. They say less than 500 have ever been found. They were discovered, I do believe, the same year I was born, 1989. They get to be up to 8 feet in length, which is crazy. I know at 40 degrees Fahrenheit, they still have, like, feeding response. They're still keen to eat. And that's impressive. Like, what? It's 40 degrees. Why are you still ready to go? Thank you, Jessica. If you put Heisenberg at 40 degrees, he'd be like, I'm dead. No, I can't do it. But these guys still are able to function. Don't forget the eyelash viper. Yeah, for sure. I want to do her towards the end. Just because there could be something wrong with her, more than what I know. She was a rescue, and I've had her for a while, but she's went really wonky. I thought she was pregnant there for a while, and she ended up taking a giant shit, which that clearly wasn't pregnancy. But, beautiful snakes, well, thank you. One of the coolest red vipers in the world. They're pretty cool. I think my favorite of the Protobothrops is the Flavoviridis, the Okinawa Habu. They are not highly enough rated. Like, longest fangs of any venomous snake in the world. They get up to 8 feet long. They're just so cool. Habus are so neat. Bopping this guy would probably kill me. Feeding just vipers? No, I got a king cobra to feed here in a few minutes. We fed all the mambas last night. Yeah, something about getting bit right after getting bit seems like a really fucking horrible idea. Honestly, getting bit anytime is a horrible idea, but you can only survive so much in a year. I had too damn many surgeries to do all this. Is that a rat? Is that a brawl? It literally changed rat to brawl. That's hilarious. Is that a rat? No, it's a mouse. It's a hopper mouse. This guy's pretty small. This guy's about hot dog thickness. Not too impressive. You like, is that a brawl? Like, what the hell are you talking about? That's funny. Your phone screwed you over good on that one. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get you a little bit closer. I'm having trouble getting them both to focus at the same time, both phones. These guys have some big old fangs. Protobothrops are nuts. This is Protobothrops manchiensis, of course. Habu, no, I wish. Right now they're about $4,000 a piece. It's crazy how much they're costing. I might be able to get one for like $3,500, but I'm like, still, that's just nuts. A lot of money. Which is not many in the country, so I mean, I get it. But I think there's only probably 10 in the country. Brush their teeth? No. Oh, and he's off camera. Okay, we'll leave him alone. Sumatran king or like Sumatranus? When you say, I don't know if you mean Sumatran pit viper or if you mean the old Sumi. What fact do you need? That. Okay, whatever. I'm gonna sit down, so we're gonna do the Gaboon. We're gonna do Nelly. Nelly can eat because Nelly's a male. I want to get his weight up before I introduce him to his girlfriend, Pinky. Not to be confused with Pinky in the Brain. The back is killing. No good. Oh. Okay, I only have chicky poos, so I'll give you some chicky poos. That's all we have. So don't get overly ambitious on these. You're just chickens. Beautiful and Solaris? Well, thank you. Watch your finger dicks. This one's fast. Still don't think it's as fast as a Death Adder, but... Let me zoom out a little bit on TikTok. I feel like the strike might be a good one. So I think it's ready. I think it's pretty poised, as long as it ain't poised on me. Whew. Is that something that can kill 100 people in 10 seconds? No snake can kill anybody in 10 seconds. But inland taipan is the one that with a single bite will kill 100 people. Meg of venom. It takes 1 meg of venom for an inland taipan to kill you. To put that into perspective, the most venomous snake in Africa, it takes 4 meg of venom to kill an adult human. So it's 4 times more toxic than the deadliest in Africa. Thank you, Amy. Okay, you guys ready? Don't blink. If you're thinking about blinking, hold off on blinking for a few minutes. Good catch. A lot of fluff. A lot of fluff. Are you feeding just your vipers, no lapids? No, I'm feeding the king cobra here in a few minutes. I'm just feeding one row right now. All these cages are in one row. I'm feeding this whole row, and I'm going to move to another row. And then I'll move to another row, and then instead of picking up all my shit and moving halfway across the building, we'll feed right here, and then we'll move, and we'll feed someplace else. And then we'll keep doing that. Where Mr. Krabs went last night. I don't see him now. I'm going to have to search the cage to find him. Snake's got legs for the first time in his life, right? Rest in peace, that bird. Yeah, that bird has not been alive for a while. It's been in my freezer for a while. But he did die. You're not wrong. Very dead. Very much dead. These guys give a lot of venom. I think it's about 1200 meg of venom is their maximum yield, or something like that. To put that into perspective, a black mamba gives a lot of venom at 800 meg max yield. An inland taipan's max yield's 100 meg. Boom slungs give like, well, I think it's like 15 meg of venom. Your average rattlesnake bite is probably about 100-150 meg of venom. So if this guy gives 1200, I mean, that's just so much, right? It's a lot. It's a lot. I do have a flying snake. Speaking of which, he doesn't have wings, though. He just flies because he can flatten his body well. Yeah, those fangs put that venom so deep into your body, like it's rough. Your only hope is the fangs come out the other side of your arm or hand or whatever it bites. It's much better to have a wrist piercing than a Gaboon viper bite to the wrist. We don't do any live feeding here unless we absolutely have to. We feed frozen. Yeah, when I say live feeding, I mean like I'm live and feeding. Let's do some mirror skitties. I did 5 mirror kitties over there on the TikToks as a goal. We only feed live, so 1 mamba and 3 taipans have to eat live because they're picky. Thank you, Karen, for the mirror skitty. And in my opinion, this guy right here is my ugliest Gaboon. No offense to him, it's just he's not real pretty. Thank you, Shirley. Thank you, Destiny. Damn, you guys came in hot. Thank you, Nicole. He's ate 2 last night. He just ate this one. We might feed him 1 more because I want to breed him possibly this winter. Mambas and taipans? No, I already fed all the mambas last night. Thank you, Grandma Sugar Shack. Taipans, if I had big enough rodents, I'm not sure. I might have big enough rodents in there. I need to feed the inlands. That'll be farther along into the live, though, if I get to there. That'll be questionable. Thank you guys for getting that goal. I appreciate it. Sweating. Sweating. It's bad to feed snakes every day? Yes. Yeah, don't do that. The snake we feed once a month. Otherwise it gets fatty liver disease and dies. Now, yet again, I fed him yesterday, but that's because I only fed him no, it was actually the day before yesterday. I fed him two, and we lost internet. So I was fighting the internet trying to get back up because we had hundreds of people watching, and I couldn't get the internet to go back up. So we just stopped the live, and I stopped feeding because I wanted to film it. Feeding the desert. I don't know what all I'm feeding. I gotta go pick up a king cobra at the airport, so I don't really have a plan. I'm gonna try to get as far as long as I can before I gotta go to bed. I'm just gonna feed some, and we're gonna get as much done as we can, and then we get to those or we don't. I have no fucking clue. I plan to sometime this week. I don't really have a list of what. I'm just going at it. Just trying to see how far we can get. I'm just gonna do this row and then that row and then the king cobra and one more. Don't blink. No blinking. Bam, bam. Give him a second. He's got to figure out what he's doing. You can blink a few times. Ohio made a lot of new laws after the tiger incident. Ohio's laws got real shitty after the. It used to be free range; you could have anything, but yeah, Ohio got a little serious after, and that might have been a put-up deal. It seemed like a put-up deal, if I'm honest. Everybody says it was a put-up deal, so I don't know. Not exactly sure, but I still don't think it's as stringent as Florida. Florida, of course, needs to be very. Okay, don't blink. Good job. You actually got a piece of bedding all the way out here on the floor. Very nice. Why ain't it focus, egg? There we go. Got it. I know about the whole tiger stuff, but I mean in regards to venomous reptiles. Yes, so they made a law that they just covered everything at once, Ryan. They just made it all shitty. Like, it's just like in Missouri. Our venomous laws in Missouri are all because of a monkey bite. It was a monkey bite that happened back in the 70s. A monkey bit a kid, and then they made a lot of laws. All because of the monkey. But it covered everything. It covered alligators, covered big snakes, covered all of it. It was all just one blanket ruling. That's what they did in Ohio. So now you have to have permitting and all that shit. Inspection, and you have to be signed off on hours and all that. And don't quote me on that exactly. Like, I was talking to a friend who was trying to get it, and that's what he was saying, but I can't remember what all exactly he said, because I don't have to do it. It's his thing, not me. It's been a while, right? Yeah, the monkey bite was the issue. Yeah, they are fast. Oh yeah, you can blink again. If you were listening to me about the blinking, you're good to blink now. That'll be the last one we feed him. Oh shit! There's my net. What up, fishies? Check on that bottom crate. He's laying a little silly. I think he's fine, but I just want to make sure. These guys are really cheap. The bite's not, but these guys are really cheap. I think you can buy probably a wild-caught Gaboon, which is going to be a myriad of problems because of parasites and all that shit for probably $100, $200. Captive born and bred, you're probably looking $300, $350. Just depends, honestly, on animal, how big, who has it. But I was looking at a big male today, like a 4-foot male. Thank you, Marissa. It was $275. But a bite from this is $100,000, $300,000 bite. Is it good? Because that was a pretty good one. See his epiglottis in the bottom of his throat? His little throat giner? So that's how he breathes when he has a big meal. Needless to say, these are just Tic Tacs to him. But I'm about out of rats. I got to make another rodent order, so I figured we'd just feed him something to keep him happy. And, yeah. His little throat giner there, if you feed him a big rat, will come out at the bottom of his mouth and will breathe for him like a snorkel while he has a big old rodent in that gullet. Venoms have Gaboons have a cardiotoxin is probably the biggest issue, and a hemotoxin, which I do believe has some cytotoxic properties. Don't quote me on that. That's just what I'm remembering reading. I remember that cardiovascular, your diaphragm being paralyzed to where you can't breathe is what will kill you first. That's what's going to take you out. That's going to be the thing. So if you get put on a respirator, you're going to have a lot of tissue and muscle death. But after that, if you get on a strong enough antibiotic and you take it right and you don't get a systemic infection, you should be okay. Your biggest fear is that your kidneys shut down. Then when I got bit by that Eastern, that was my big fear, was in my kidneys. I had to drink so much water and I'm still pissing blood. So yeah. I don't know how to do it, but yeah. Sure will. I have no fucking clue. I don't know what I'm doing. Where are you? There you are. Click your name, and then I will do add as mod, and then I will, I think standard? I just made you standard. I don't know if you're supposed to be standard or manage. I don't know what the difference is. So if I need to up my game on that one, we can. How long does it take a snake to digest a chick? These snakes have a slow digestion rate. These take 4 days to break through that dermis, and then everything will be pretty much disintegrated in probably 6 days. Its blood sugar level, essentially, its glucose level, will take probably about 10 to 14 days to drop back down to baseline. So for you, it might take 4 to 6 hours. For him, it takes 6 days. This is one of my favorite ones, Panky. It's not my favorite one. My favorite one's probably the striped Gaboon. But Pinky's a nice Gaboon. She said, "Can I have a chick? Damn it, I love chicks." I know, you do love chicks, don't you? Let's see if Mangy Boy's done, because if Mangy Boy's done, we're going to give him another one. And then we'll feed the king. Mr. Mangchansis. Mr. Mangy Boy. Shit, I'm falling. Try not to rub my wang on my phone. Oh, he should be good. Yeah, it's good enough. That'll work. I see his lovely lady lumps. He looks like them off. And we got a little Nelly over there. Oh, let's go over here. Hey Heisenberg, you want a rat? I gotta medicate your rat, so these people just gotta look at you for a few minutes while I medicate it. We gotta put your Heisenberg meds in there. Grab another glove. Let me grab a glove real quick. So he is at math. We got it's 5. That's 2 before the 10. 2 before the 10. Okay. So it dried out. It looks like it's dried out. Okay. Heisenberg, this rat smells fucking horrible. I don't know why you like these things. Hey. Back up. Get back. Get back. Back up. Back up. Back up. Asshole. Pooped a little. Not much. Just a little poop. He's like, what the fuck's that phone? He's like, why don't I get a phone? You don't need a phone, Heis. You need a rat. Eat your rat. Here. It's right here. Heis. Hey, focus. Heisenberg. Heisenberg. Walter. Walter. Focus. See it? It's right there. It's right here. Right there, buddy. I'm not trying to play games. There you go. Neighbor hates you now since he screamed. Yeah, he's like, I almost had myself a new fucking Samsung. Yeah, it'd be great if you didn't take my Samsung. Dude, somebody just super chatted and I didn't even get to see it. How did I miss his super chat? Yeah, he definitely took the phone from me. I just left it. I'm like, fuck it, I don't need that cell phone device. You know? He's like, ooh. He's like, who the hell seasoned this rat? He's like, I bet it was a white guy out there. It has absolutely no seasoning on it at all. He's like, is that fucking mayonnaise? He's like, what the hell is this? He's like, what kind of seasoning? He's like, you didn't even... He's like, salt and pepper? Nothing? He's like, this is the blandest thing I've ever put in my mouth. I don't like it at all. He's like, this is disgusting. He's like, maybe if I flip it over, maybe all the seasoning's on the underside. So, yeah, it definitely tastes bad. He's like, yeah. If you give me a fresh one, I'd eat a fresh. I ain't gonna eat that. It smells like leftover Chinese food. Thank you, Angel. That's because I had leftover Chinese food in the fridge. Don't mind what it smells like, okay? Can you just eat it? He's like, I'm definitely not eating that fucking thing. He's like, it smells like regret. He's like, it's gonna give me the runs. I don't like eating stuff that gives me the runs. Like, holy crap, look at it. Look at the balls on this thing. He's like, I always go butt first. Nice, butt first. That's the way to go. That makes it go down quicker. Said no one ever. If you want a size reference for him too. I'm sorry, I was just trying to show how big you were. I said, well, I fucking lost it. I don't know where it went now. Son of a... I thought you were going to hit me. Flinch because you came in hot. Definitely thought you were going to punch me. Yep, Hi's doing the old ass to mouth trick. It's my favorite. He definitely got a little pissed. That is the closest I've ever had with Heisenberg. Well, one time he charged me and I fought him off with the hook. But besides those two times, just now, because I was using 24-inch tongs, so I don't know how big you think his strike range is. It's about 7 feet. So 2-foot tongs, 7 feet. So that means if I'm laying out vertical, let's say if I Superman dive backwards, he could get to at least my shin. He could choose to bite my shin. He's stunning. Well, thank you. He's my boy, even if he does make me nervous sometimes. Yeah. Yeah. I want the other snakes, not this rat. Yeah. Truth. Fertile Lance over there. He's like, I'll fucking take the rat. I'll take the rat in a heartbeat. I love rats. They're my favorite. Heisenberg, I'm sorry that I spooked you. Can you spooked me? I spooked you. Can you just find the rat? Do I have to show it to you again? It's never safe showing it to you. Because sometimes you get all fucking feisty. He's like, so how'd you open this door? He's like, let's be honest. Let's figure this door thing out first, and then we're going to worry about the rat. So when you opened it, do you have to use your thumb? Because I don't have thumbs. He's like, is there another way? Could I use my nose, for instance? Maybe the side of my hood? How did you fucking do that black magic bullshit? He's like, that door came, it slid. I seen it happen. But how? He's like, open sesame. He's like, son of a bitch, that didn't work. Open now? Heisenberg says open. Fuck. Shit. He's like, bow down to the king? He's like, is that it? Damn it. It's not working. I gotta show it to him again. Sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry. Look. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, boop, boop. Ba-doop. It's right there. Right here. See? It's right there. Mm-hmm. Boy. Yeah, his venom comparable to like true cobras, like Kuithe, very weak venom and a king cobra. But it's strong enough. I mean, it definitely gets the job done. But the fact that he pumps you with a lot, that's really what gets the job done. I think with as much as they give you, even if you just like, if you replaced his venom with Mountain Dew, it would have the same effect. You're still gonna die. Like, it's just too much foreign substance. I feed him way more than I should. I feed him probably at least once a week. Unless he's in shed, because he doesn't eat when he's in shed. He's struggling. He's going to struggle. He's not real good at eating rodents. He tries, he's just not good at it. Let me get my Raisinets. I'm throwing my phone down a little bit so I can at least read while we're watching. There we go. Ever fed him a live rat? No, he'd get chewed to death if I did. He holds on to him. So king cobras do what we call bulldogging. That's when they bite a hold of it and they just hold on to it till it dies. The bad part about it is a snake can bite the hell out of a king cobra and it doesn't hurt it. But a rat will really mess a king cobra up. I mean, rat teeth are horrible. I don't know if you've ever been bit by a rat. It'll ruin your fucking week. So I don't want him to lose eyes and shit just because people want to see him eat a live one. It's not worth it. It's never worth it. I have a snake over there that only eats live, and he's missing a scale on the end of his nose. It's never going to grow back. He's always going to look funny. Pelican's head. Expandable lower jaw too. Yeah, it's freaking cool, ain't it? No, I don't feed him snakes. Unless I absolutely have to. So, if we were in the wild together, let's say we were on an island, and we caught some birds, and we ate those birds,
there's a chance we're going to get sick, right? Because they could harbor disease and stuff. But if we came across monkeys, and we ate monkeys, since we are primates ourselves, we are much more apt to get sick eating monkeys than we are birds. Because whatever the monkeys have is adapted for primates. So if a snake eats a snake, the odds of him getting a disease from the snake is much more than him if he eats a rat. Because a rat disease is completely different than a snake disease in most situations. So zoonotic transfer is a real worry when you have a big collection like this. And I've spent every dime I've ever made on my collection, so I'm terrified of something getting sick or bringing in something, and yeah. You're doing live feedings on YouTube? I am tonight. How do I convert the king to rodents? So, for me, first and foremost, I have some snakes as backup. That helps a lot. Just in case anything like he doesn't want to. I buy lizard juice from Reptilinks, and they really like iguanas. So you can get the iguana lizard juice and put it on a cleaned rodent. So you clean the rodent in water, wash it up, and then cover it in lizard juice, and they just think it's a lizard. And they'll eat it. And then add a little less lizard juice next time, add a little less lizard juice next time. Then try adding lizard juice on the first one, but feed it a second one. Just see if it'll eat too. And eventually, you'll just be lofting rodents in there all the time, and they'll just be eating them. And they'll like them. He's, what? How long is he? He's 13 feet. He's lost some weight. So we just medicated that mouse, that rat, to run him on anti-parasitics, just in case. Because he's been eating really good, but he lost a little bit of weight, and I'm not sure why. It could just be because it's summertime and it's been really fucking hot in here. Those are cool. They don't do enough for me. They don't move around much. I love Predator Lance. All the little lance heads. They're all fun. TikTok's still talking about eating monkeys. I probably missed some stuff. Big D just reached level 29. Congrats, Big D. We have almost 300 people watching us right now. It's pretty cool. Thank you, Atop. So we have a king coming in tomorrow, and we'll have to switch it over if we're gonna switch it. Thank you, Big D, for the meter, kitty. Thank you, Atop. I appreciate you. Why does the commenting make it seem scarier? Why does the commentating? I don't know. No idea. We get another rat? No, not tonight. He had one 3 nights ago, maybe? He's got a little... Hell is that, Highs? He had a few little cysts coming up, you know that? I've had him for 3 years now. Thank you, Beard of Wonder. Wicked, shut up, bub. I hear ya. Fatty liver disease with the rodent speed kicks a little bit. Not too much. So, the St. Louis Zoo has had multiple large kings. And multiple large kings have died of old age. And when they did the necropsies on these old kings that had eaten rodents their entire life, fatty liver disease wasn't the issue. They just got old. They just had normal health conditions that led to their demise. So I'm not saying it isn't an added risk. Sure it is. I mean, it kind of stands to reason, right? But I don't know. What is king old age? Google would tell you 20 years. I've known 30-year-old kings. So, and I don't know how old he is, though. First time you ever watched one of my lives? Nice. I'll laying down, get some sleep. Pretty much all your videos on here on Facebook. Well, thank you, Samantha. I appreciate it. Yeah, so we go live almost every single night on TikTok. I'm trying to go live every night on like TikTok and Kick is what I'm trying for. If you ever want to follow the Kicks, then you can check it out, or TikTok, or you're anti-TikTok, I get it. We're just having issues with getting my stream key from TikTok. They don't want to give it to me. They're getting all pissy about it. Kick, K-I-C-K, Kick. Little Dog or somebody can put up a link in the chat over here on YouTube. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's wild caught. He's got some really big scars on him, so I'm guessing that's from like eating monitor lizards and stuff in the wild. The guy I got him from, I can't remember where the hell he got him from though. But he had him for 3 years before I did, and he was full grown then. I have a captive born and bred one underneath him that's almost the same size. No, they don't chew it, but they don't really poop it out whole. They poop out a turd. Favorite snake? I really like indigo snakes, and I really like red-bellied black snakes. When you feed Wicked? Not sure. I don't really feed him on camera because he doesn't eat on camera. We tried feeding him on camera last time. Only thing that did was a lot of people left the live because he's too fucking loud. And bad audio will mess up your live quicker than anything. And he loves to make bad audio. Listen to him. He's bad audioing right now. Wicked does have a lot to say. Mainly with his tail. I have a lot of rattlesnakes. Yeah, it's legitimately a turd full of hair. It is a hairball turd. Ooh. Good job. Size reference. Cobra shit can be real bad. Good job, Heisenberg. Proud of you. You did well, buddy. You did well. Figure out who we're going to feed next. Figure that out. Need to feed Eastern. I wonder if I just moved that whole tank. Yeah, let's do that. This up top. Oh, sorry. Let me scoot it. You're okay. Oh, I hear you. I get it. I get it. You're fucking loud. Had to move this box. It's going to be extra loud tonight.
wicked. Give me a few seconds. I gotta move a few things around. Okay. Try to move all that stuff so I can get it wet. It's a beautiful snake. When we get to see it, TikTok's making me do a puzzle piece. I actually picked a good time for once. Ooh, I got the shakes though. Come on. Got it. Okay. Where's the key? Who has the key? There's a key down there. What's up, Sumi? What you doing back there? Here, come out and say hi. I got Chicky Poos. She loves these little things. This is a Sumatran pit viper, a very big pit viper, huge pit viper. She's just a very slow eater. She does not strike hard at all. She could, but she doesn't. Oh, there she is. Seriously? Come on. You know you want to. Is she angry? No, she's not angry. She's just slightly confused. She's being lazy. She likes it when I put it in her mouth. That's what she said. She likes it when I put it in her mouth. She's just like, she's so fucking late. I don't know. Hey. Look. It's a road. It's a Chicky Poo. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, it's okay. That's what it is. It's a Chicky Poo. It's a Chicky Poo. Watch the size of her fangs if she'll show us. Oh, fuck. She's eating the plant. There we go. It's the best shot we've ever got of her eating. Thank you, Nina. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Tanya. If I ever met Viper Keeper, yeah, unfortunately. Can't stand that guy. He is the biggest prick in the venomous world. Thank you, Tanya. Try to be decent to a person, and then he's a piece of shit to you. It's crazy how that works. Thank you, Stephanie. Appreciate you. Ooh, see that fang? Damn! That is the one I do not want to get bit by. I mean, people have died from those. But that right there. Thank you, Backlash. That right there would hurt. TikTok, you can just see that. Let's see if I can scoot over. Yeah. Acupuncture right to the chicken butt. Damn. No, they do still use venom, yes. Because she didn't know it was dead, because she kind of chased it down. You've seen her do it. So she probably put venom in the initial strike, but then past that, she didn't. Like, once she's done with her initial strike, that's it. She's questionable, because she eats very weird. You kind of seen how I had to touch her lips with it in order for her to bite it? I used to have to open her mouth for her. No shit, not joking. Yeah, we just fed the Gaboon. Fed the Gaboon 2 chicky poops. When this live is over, you can go back and see it. It was the third snake we fed. Because we fed the Komodo Island Pit Viper, we fed the Main Shin, and then we fed the Gaboon. Actually, since this is live, I think you can rewind this and watch it if I'm not mistaken. But then it wouldn't be live no more. Is that good? Is that good soup? She's like, I love chicken noodle. It's my favorite. I wish I would have known that I was going to be successful in keeping this species. I would have got more of these. I really like this snake. Really like this snake. Like I would be happy having 10 of these. I think when I go to the nursing home, this is the snake I want to take with me. You know, when I'm unable to keep anything else, I think we need a few of these, and we can give up the rest. Because needless to say, you're not keeping kings when you're 80. But I would like a few Sumatran pit vipers. Okay, we're just going to sit here for a few seconds. I gotta go get a charger for TikTok because we're about to die, phone-wise. Damn it, it works. I'll watch my fingertips as I touch the phone. There we go. Just starting out with Venomous, I always say somebody else's, and not because of what Viper Keeper says, just because a good friend of mine, Jeffy Poo, as I call him, because it pisses him off.
Jeffy Poo one day, he got his first venomous snake in literally the first shed. It got an eye cap stuck, and I had to assist him getting the eye cap off. That wasn't it. I actually think we had to force feed it because it wouldn't eat. One of the two. Regardless, if I wasn't there, that would have sucked for him to be taking that risk, not knowing what he's doing, right? But since I was there, I could just drive over and help him. I could just go over there. The snake didn't have to suffer. He didn't have to suffer. No one was in danger because I had done it 1,000 times over by then. So I always think about that day. I'm like, what if I wouldn't have been around? What if he just wung it, you know? He got his own venomous snake and didn't know anybody. That would have sucked. So having help is always recommended. So if people say somebody else's, that's what they mean. Besides that, like the first one you take home, pygmy rattlesnakes are really good. No one's ever died from a pygmy rattlesnake bite on record. You can get the anti-venom for that species. They're not horribly toxic. Copperheads are good if you can legally have them in your area. Stuff like that. Jumping vipers aren't horrible, but they're exotic for most. You know, unless you live in Central America. Don't blink. Flippy flap. Flippy flap. Look, it's Flappy Bird. Flappy Bird. Flappy Bird. Does whatever a Flappy Bird does. It's a chicky poo. I'm not fucking with you. Oh, you're still doing that jaw contortions? My bad. I thought you were ready. I got overambitious. It was my fault. I got excited. You got excited. We both got excited together. My bad. She could probably eat 3 or 4. I only feed her 2. I don't want to make her fat. Fat snake's not a healthy snake. Tell Jay Brewer that. You're like, Brandon, this is a normal live. I'm like, hey, freedom of speech. I can say whatever the hell I want. It might come with consequences. I might not be able to film with them, but I really don't want to film with them anyway. Anyway. I'm back. I'll calm down. Flappy Bird. Flappy Bird. Does whatever Flappy Bird does. Flappy Bird. Flappy Bird. Come on. It's a bird. Oh, you ho. Come out here and eat. You shit. Who the fuck told you could strike back there? Who told you that was okay? You know we're trying to watch you. You suck. Come here. Come here. I will come in there after you. I don't give a shit. You think I care? Oh, you suck. Madam, there's a log in the way. Ma'am, come back. Damn it. What are you doing back there? Why can't we see? Madam. Madam. Ma'am. Pay the premium for the next one? Yeah, you got to see the first one. The second one's gonna cost you a finger or 2, probably. Oh, shit. And we're back. How much did that cost? Uh-oh. Sorry, she's moving, I'm moving, we're all moving. I'm struggling. I'm choking. Please give me the Heimlich. I need the snake Heimlich. I wish YouTube would stay focused. It keeps trying to regain focus. It keeps screwing us. There we go. We might have it now. It's pretty interesting. I had a friend that took a really bad bite from a wandering garter. It was a hell of a bite, man. Hell of a bite. It was worse than his rattlesnake bite. No shit. Now, yet again, he was holding 40 of them and just letting them chew on them while he was getting pictures. The next thing you know, swelling sucks. Yeah, she's got some orange, red flaking, whatever you want to call it. It's pretty cool. Time is it? 1:35. I'm going to try to be done by 2. I don't know if it's going to work. And then if you, over here on YouTube, if you're new to this, like I said, I do go live all the time on TikTok. That's free. You just show up and we're live. And then we're going to try to do some more feedings on Kick. We do them all the time over here on YouTube, but it's like a membership thing. But we do have a lot of backlog of feeding videos over here too. Still that girl with a fucking jet. A private jet. Holy shit, Scoob. Like zoinks. That Fertilance just fucking chased me. Chill out, dude. Thank you, Still That Girl. I think tonight has been our biggest, one of our most successful live streams. Like, it was crazy. It was crazy. Couldn't even do my voice very well. I mean, I'm pretty parched. I'm pretty dehydrated. I'm not gonna lie. Really enjoyed it? Well, thank you. Yeah, garter snakes don't typically. I hate even talking about garter snakes and that because then people freak out and they're afraid of garter snakes. You shouldn't be afraid of garter snakes. I don't know that I love one chew on you. If it starts chewing on you, probably try to get it off. Thank you, Stephanie. Did you say you just reached level? That fucking Fertilance right there just tried to get me. Came all the way out after my cock and balls. I cannot get her on both cameras at the same time. It's not possible. The shed's wrapped around everything, and it's also wrapped around her. So since she's eating, I'm not going to fuck with her. I don't want her to get used to me messing with her while she eats, because then she might be afraid to eat. I'd much rather have confidence when she eats, and then, you know, we can worry about the shed in a few days. Ooh. Look at that. Very nice. Damn. Okay, here's a skinny adamantius. So we just got this guy. He's from a friend of mine. This is a male to pair up with our female Mojo Jojo. This guy's name is Riker. He is never ate for us, but we did just get him. We have tried to feed him, but he didn't eat that night. Let's see if he'll eat tonight. He probably won't. Skinny. I don't like his weight. Where's my mice? I'll give you my sour worms here in a second. Ow! Actually, I'm gonna get my sour worms right now. These things right here, these twin snakes, this is not a paid promotion. Delicious. They're so good. They're my favorite gummy candy right now. So, if you don't know, I did take a bite from one of these while I was out looking for scorpions not long ago, and that was horrible. Don't ever get bit by an eastern diamondback. If I have one thing to teach you, it's to not get bit by one of these. That and snakes are good. Save snakes at all cost. Unless you like the bubonic plague. Am I out of adult mice? I thought this was adult mouse bag, but I'm not so sure. Oh yeah, there we go. I'm going to run him on anti-parasitic, but for now, I just want to get him to eat one. Hey. Look. What is that? It's a mouse.
It's a mouse. Look. Look, you missed. Ooh. Ooh. Very nice. Very nice. Wow. Wow. Felt like Owen Wilson there for a second. Wow. I wish everybody shared your opinion. So many people think the only good snake's a dead snake, and that's the stupidest damn phrase I've ever heard in my life. Yeah, I'm glad he ate. I actually was not expecting that. I was not expecting him to strike like that. I know the snake beside him is going to be like that, the Mexican blacktail, the Nigersons. They're kind of holding on to it. He's been fed live. That's the whole deal. I bet he's always ate live. The way he's holding on to it and not letting go. Which makes sense because the guy that had him bred his own rodents. That's why he was hesitant to eat his first one with me, because it's a wet, non-moving rodent on the end of tongs. I don't know if you still see where the thing's on my leg or not. Yes. Yes, you can. Yes, you 100% can. There's a rattlesnake from Florida. These live in Florida, Louisiana, Georgia, South Carolina, Mississippi, right? Mississippi, for sure. I'm from Missouri. I'm from the Show Me State. Gateway to the West. Tennessee. Yep, nice. I forgot about that. Did I say Georgia? I don't know if I said Georgia. I might have. We never get to see her out, so that's fucking cool as hell. If you come out more often, I'd give you a bigger enclosure. I got a really tall enclosure you could have. It's 3 foot tall. But you always hide back there. If you just want to stay hidden back there, there's no point in giving you more room. But if you want to come out and do shit, and sit up on logs and pose like a pretty snake, we'll give you a lot of room. She's like, I would like more room, but I'm never going to come out of my hide. I like to hide and never come out. That's my favorite thing to do. She's like, I know you haven't seen me in 2 months. I like it that way. I don't. Prefer to see you. Yeah, when you said you lived by... Ow. I knew it was PA. It had to be PA. Repticon next weekend? Gonna pick me up a crested gecko? So excited? Hell yeah. Crested are so much fun, man. Like, if I didn't have so much stuff going on, you know, filming all this crazy stuff, I would totally have me some cresteds. They're a lot of fun. Missouri here also nuts. My first snake was I think it was a gray rat snake. But a corn snake is what I had. Like, the gray rat snake did not last long. It was at a mom and pop pet shop, and the guy at the pet shop said that my mom's like, we got a 10-gallon aquarium at home, but it doesn't like have a screen lid, but this is a tiny little snake. Can he get out of that? She didn't know. She's a single parent. She didn't know shit about snakes. He's like, no, I can't get out of that. You don't need no lid. Don't worry about a lid. It got out instantly. It got out in the first 10 minutes, you know? It was gone. Just instant. Like, I held it once and then it got out. So, yeah. So that was a thing. My mom hated snakes. She's like, it better never get out, Brandon. Instantly got out. Oh, it won't get out, Mom. I think as I was saying, it won't get out, Mom, it was getting out. And it ended up in the washing machine. And it did not survive because water and drowning's a thing. And that sucked. So then I got a corn snake as a pet after that. It was a couple years later. And I had that thing up until I was pretty late into high school.
I might have been senior in high school. Dark red fit, harlequin, male yellow. Oof. There's so many genes in those things nowadays. You ever pull apart Gaboon poop for the fangs? Yeah. Have you ever pulled apart African rock python shit for teeth? It's weird because when they have a real big turd, you'll get a lot of teeth. Some turds you won't get anything. You're just pulling apart poop for fun, and other times you'll get 70 teeth in one poop. Or if you ever look through crocodile monitor poop for teeth. First Venomous was, I had a mangrove snake. I was like 14 or something like that. First venomous snake I ever worked with was a Atrox Western Diamondback out in Arizona. I almost stepped on it. I was 12 years old. The green tree python? Yeah, it makes sense. Hognose considered mildly venomous? Yes, they are mildly venomous. I would treat them as any other pet snake, Heather. Like, I would just pretend like it's not, because you'll be fine. Now, if you get bit and then you show a little bit of a reaction, you just know you were envenomated. Like, that happens. But the odds of you having any... Number one, how the hell did you get bit? If you got bit by a hognose, you had to have been feeding it. You have to have a stupid hognose, because they just don't bite. They play dead first, they do all sorts of things to not have to bite you. But, yeah, I mean, technically speaking, if we're going to say what's venomous and what isn't, yes, they are. I wouldn't put them in a venomous category, unless we're talking about how venoms work. Mangrove snakes are awesome, yeah. Timber rattlesnake, nice. This is a eastern diamondback rattlesnake, the biggest rattlesnake species in the world. This is a little male, I do believe. He should be. It looks like he's got a long tail. Yeah, it's a male. He's kind of skinny. I want to get his weight up. If we can get his weight up, we can breed him next year. Jamie just became a super fan. Thank you, Jamie. Thank you, Nanny. Appreciate you. Some are just grumpy little bull snakes, really. So we have to have a permit to have them in my state. So I've never seen a mean one. Everyone I've ever messed with was just the coolest snake ever. But how many have I dealt with? Like 10, you know? It's never been my thing. But I would love to. I'd love to have 100 of those damn things. They're so cute. Yeah, I'm stoked he's. Yeah, I might try to feed him one more. I just didn't want to disturb him on that first one. Just because I don't know what his... I don't know if he's confident enough. I might spook him, he spit it out, and then not eat it, you know? So I figured we'd just sit here and just pretend like nothing's happening. Do I hold him? I mean, I'll tail him to put him in there. In this cage. I have to move them and get them out and stuff like that to clean their enclosure, but I don't just hold them like a corn snake, no. I don't free handle anything. I use my hooks and tail whatever I need to. I strongly believe the farther you stay away from the mouth, the longer you can do this successfully. It only takes one bite to kill you. Popcorn black snakes are really toxic. Really toxic. They're scary. I love popcorn black snakes, man. I wish I could have one. I can have one. Thank you, Smurfy, but the only one available is from Chandler, and it's not a very healthy snake. Just old. It's an old snake. He got it when it was old. He's had it for a while, and it's older, and now it's like kind of like retirement home status, right? He's an old snake. Thank you, Smurfy. He's old as hell. He's decrepit. He needs a walker, right? But he can't walk because he ain't got no legs. See if you're I only do it for so long. Yeah, it's weird. A lot of people's like, man, you don't handle as good as those other guys. I'm like, hey, I got all my fingers. Those other guys you're talking about don't. So, not throwing any shade. I'm just saying. Some are really good handlers, but I don't know why they take the risk for a YouTube video. It's just not worth it. I've kind of proven that you can get famous without free handling. I've got, what, I'm coming up on 1 billion views overall streaming platforms. 1 billion views.
You don't have to do stupid shit to get recognized. Pet Bruno's coverage 20 years, never been bit. That's awesome, man. Congrats on that. Not very many people can say that. I made it 25 years without ever taking a bite. What do you keep? It says venomous snakes. Venomous snakes, crocodilians, spiders. I breed the shit out of tarantulas. Only reason I can say it because I'm sitting on 183 babies right now. 182, something like that. But yeah, I would have been 26 years, but somebody had to go and step on one. Yeah, the non-venomous stuff, but you're not handling it like it's dangerous either. You're just picking it up, you know? Because if you're anything like me, you don't give a shit if you get bit by a thunder or a milk snake. Who cares? It's funny. You're like, oh, it got me. Should I see it that way? Probably not, but I do. Okay, we got another one. Dude, they put those all the way at the bottom. Damn. Okay, this one's not going to be as warm. I hope you'll still eat it. Thank you, Ripley, for the freaking mushroom fishes. Another one? We gotta zoom in because you're really far away. So my camera don't get that low. Ooh. Okay, this one's not real warm. It's a good rodent though, I promise. Yep, that's a rodent. All you gotta do is eat it. See it? You see? Right there? You open? You open. There you go, good job. Got it? Good job. I don't know if you ever seen those paintings of the king or whatever. He's like really fat and he's half naked sitting inside a chair and people are feeding him grapes. That's what I do with my snakes. He's just sitting there like opening his mouth like put it in my mouth, you servant. And I'm like fine, I'll put the rodentia in your mouth. What are we talking about? We're talking about pinning versus tubing? I'm tubing all the way. Pinning is fucking hell on the neck of the snake. Also puts you in a lot of danger. If you ever seen anybody that pins a lot of snakes, look at their hands. They never have pretty hands. Then if you're sitting here and you're like, I wonder what Venomman's hands look like. Holy shit, there's nothing on them. Yeah. It's because we tube. They make tools for a reason, and they fucking work. Pinning over tailing? Oh yeah. Yeah, I never pin. There's no point in pinning ever. Keeping venomous snakes for 25 years and I've pinned like 3 times. Now, I pin a lot of non-venomous snakes if I need to, like, work on their mouth or something, but just put them in a tube, run them up a tube. It's 100 times easier. I pinned for an eye cap once. I pinned for mouth rot once. I pinned for force feeding once. 3 times I pinned. To pin, to grab it behind the head and restrain it behind the head. If you're really good at it, I mean, people can be very efficient in it. Like, for instance, Jim at Kentucky Reptile Zoo for milking the snakes, he's very good at it. He knows his shit. That motherfucker, he's good at it, you know? But that is a dedicated art, and he still gets bit a lot. And yet again, for as many times as he handles, it's not a lot. But he handles a lot of stuff, so. Jim has 3 fingers, yeah, I mean... Case in point. Okay, quick question. Just honest question. I'm not trying to be rude or anything. I got these other things. They are what we call chicky poos. They are, we can call them rodentia if you want to, but technically they're chickens. If you would want a chicky poo, I've got an extra one just sitting here. It's not warmed, but I can warm it. It's warming as we speak. I'll put it inside your mouth. We're not going to watch you eat this one. We probably shouldn't have watched you eat that last one, honestly. because time's almost up, and that's not okay. We got this one right here, if you want it. It's a chicky poo. I know you've been eating rodents, I get it. This one right here. Chicky poo. You want to just open up? You don't have to ask. Don't even ask questions, just eat the damn chicky poo. Yep, no questions asked. We're just going to eat the chicky poo. Good job. Very nice. Didn't even ask. He just ate it. He's like, what the fuck is this? This don't taste like no mouse. He's like, is that a chicken? Is that a fucking chicken? That might or might not be a chicken. Just remember, finger looking good. Yeah, he'll get fat in no time. We'll get him up there. We'll just keep feeding him like that. Bump his heat up a little bit. And he'll be the size of the female and plus some in no time. I gotta clean this one. We're gonna feed it first. Some Mexican blacktail rattlesnake. Crotalus molossus nigersons. It's a big male. I'm not exactly sure why I have this. I had money, it became available, and next thing I know I have it. Oh, I don't fucking know how that happened. Chill, I'm not ready yet. Chill, I'm not ready yet. Chill out, I'm not ready yet. You're being an ass. Here, take that. It's a chicken. It's a chicken! Chicken. Chicken. Clean you when you're done. He helps digest faster, yeah. More efficiently. They get more good out of the meal. Because otherwise our system's like, oh shit, we don't have enough warmth. I'm not sure what we're going to do with this. And it just kind of rushes it through. Kinda. That's the best way I can describe it. He might launch out of here. I'm not going to open him yet. I'm going to check my water tent first. This guy sees heat and that's all he cares about. He doesn't care about anything I'm doing. All he cares about is the warmth of the rodent. Yep, 93 and I'm 97, 98. So he would have came after me. Work. I better watch my shit on this one. I don't like the way where I'm sitting. Oops. This is a Crotalus. This is the deadliest snake in the Americas. They kill about 400 people a year. They're known as jack-in-the-boxes. These fuckers can literally fly, and they'll show you. Actually, let's get you guys a little bit lower. Let's try to get you that good strike, the one that you want to see. Just gotta make sure the door clears, or the camera clears the door. Don't blink. You might strike at the light. Okay, don't blink. He's awake. Pretty good. Decent. He actually worked with more black-headed bushmasters than any other person on the planet at one time. I had one of the biggest black-headed bushmasters. In the US, it is like 8 feet. Is it good? Thank you, Wicked. Appreciate you shutting up. He's young. He's bigger in person. He's almost 3 feet. He'll get about 5 feet. But that last foot of growth, he will get very thick. Now it's a male, so he will stay a little bit smaller than a female. The one right beside him will actually get much thicker than he will. Yes, Bothrops, Atrox. This is Fer-de-Lance. Fer-de-Lance. Or a lance-headed pit viper. Yeah, they're a little crazy. First lizard was an iguana named Bob. I don't know what snake I've had the longest in my collection. I tried to think about that. Not really. So I was keeping track of my my Dumerals bow, because I had my Dumerals bow since I was 15. But we lost it last year. Had it for 19 years. Fuck, I dropped my last twin snake. Damn it. The most venomous snake in the country is a Sonoran coral snake. Lethal dose of venom, I do believe, is about 10 mg of venom. Well, it's the most toxic, sorry. Most lethal right now would be probably either the timber rattlesnake or the Mojave rattlesnake. If you look at the death reports, the timber rattlesnake actually kills a lot of people, comparative to every other snake. Yet again, 8 to 10,000 people get bit a year in the U.S., and only 4 people die. So, snakes are not the issue. More people died this year already. We're not even, the year's only halfway over. More people died this year of rabies in the U.S., 6, than snake bites. If you get bit in the U.S., there's no reason why you'll die. Not only that, if you look at the percentages, 80% of people that get bit are males. In between the age, I do believe it's 19 to 24. And I do believe, what was it, like 90% of them have alcohol or substances in their system. So either they're out in the woods, stoned off their mind, or they've been drinking. And they're like, let me pick up the fucking rattlesnake. It's a good idea, yeah. You're not inebriated. You know what I don't allow in this room? Alcohol. You ain't fucking doing it. I don't care who you are. Don't drink in here. No, you don't. No. I don't give a shit what you do in your own spare time. Not in here. No substances. If my back's hurting too bad and I have to take my pain medication, we just don't work snakes. We just do spiders. We're not doing anything that involves venomous snakes. We'll work the Honduran milk snakes. If anything's going to slow me down or make me shaky or make me... No, not cool. Caffeine's the only drug you're using in here. And that still makes you a little jittery. Yeah, if you follow snake bites and who gets bit and how it affects them, it's always poverty. If you're broke, you're not going to get the same treatment as if you're not. You know why so many people die in Africa? Because some parts of Africa doesn't have consistent electricity. Since they don't have consistent electricity, they can't keep a consistent stock of anti-venom. Do you know who's getting bit by venomous snakes in Africa? People that live in the middle of bumfuck that doesn't have consistent electricity. If they live inside the middle of the city, well, they probably ain't getting bit by venomous snakes. But they do have anti-venom there, you know? Just like Australia. There's a lot of money in Australia, so therefore Australia has some of the best anti-venoms in the world. The type of small bug that's ants. I had an ant issue, and I thought they left all my bioactives, but they're in this cage. This is the cage they're in. They're sugar ants. You remember when I said I dropped a twin snake? One of them fucking gummy worms? I feed them, apparently, because I eat a lot of candy. I eat a lot of candy. Good night, Nanny. Thank you for hanging out with us. I appreciate you. It's a hell of a live tonight, guys. Hell of a live. You're taking forever. I'm thinking about feeding your girlfriend while we wait. So I'm going to push your door too just a little bit for safety concerns. And then we're going to come over here. We're going to feed her. And then I really want to feed the baby forest cobra. But he is buried, so we're probably going to do that tomorrow night. This is another fertilance. This one's sketchy. This one's already ready. Her little face is right there at that log. She's going to strike. I know she is. Don't strike till we're ready. Don't know what the fuck all that was about. It would be cool if he didn't do that again. Like I said, wait till we're ready. I won't even ask. The fuck did I get this second pair of tongs at? Are you shitting me? I just pulled these tongs out of my ass. They just showed up. Okay. Watch your fingers. Okay, I took my photos. I think it's funny. Okay. Those little nuts, yeah, they're little nuts. That's why I say fertilants are some of the most demanding snakes. They're just as demanding as a black mamba. People take for granted, it's a viper. It's just like every other viper. No, it's not. No, it's not. They're way fucking springier than every other viper. Them damn things are on their shit, buddy. It's one of those things that you cannot open the cage with your hands. Just don't ever. If you open your cage with the tools and you stay the fuck away from the cage, you know that you can't get within 4 feet of that cage when it's open. Period. you're good. Another thing is if he decides to run, he decides to yeet himself out of there, don't chase. Because if you chase, you're going to get off balance. You're going to be leaning forward, right? He's going to flip a bitch on you because that's what they do. And then you can flip faster than you can regain your balance and turn the other way, right? When you're running forward, you got to try to go, you can't, they're quicker, so. Love mambas, I know mambas. I got every species. I got every species of mamba. I love my mambas. Some of my favorites. Although I did have my first close call from mamba. Oh, it was probably 7 months ago, 8 months ago. Coiled my wrist. I couldn't get it off my wrist. Came back on me. Fuck. I tried everything to get it off my wrist. It was just curled the shit out of my wrist. It was holding on tight. Yeah, this one scares me because, like, if I get bit by a mamba, my respiration's gonna stop, my brain function's gonna stop, and then I'm gonna die. If I get bit by that rattlesnake, I know what it feels like. I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm just not gonna wake up. If I get bit by this, it could easily be that my arm rots off, and I get a systemic infection, and my kidneys shut down. I'm on kidney dialysis for 1.5 years, and then I die. It's like, fuck. Like, I mean, they're great. Cell-destroying venom. I mean, that could easily be the cure to cancer, right? But at the same time, it's terrifying. If you look up the bite, if you have a weak stomach, just don't. Just don't fucking do it. But if you have a strong stomach, you like the medical field, shit like that interests you, look up the bite of this snake. Look up Bothrops atrox. Look up Bothrops asper. Either one of those, you're like, how is that even possible? I actually have a really good book behind me that I could grab that shows some really crazy bite studies. It's Venomous Snakes of the Western Hemisphere. It's amazing. I can't show you. Last time I did, I got banned. If you join the Discord, I can post it in the Discord, but I can't post it here. Or even show you. I flashed it last time. I'm just like, look at this real quick. And when I did that, I couldn't do nothing for a week. I couldn't upload videos. I couldn't go live. I'm like, I told everybody, I warned everybody, don't look if it makes you squeamish. TikTok's like, you banned. I'm like, no. TikTok, you're silly. Why? Because you showed a disturbing image. I'm like, that's fair. You're not wrong. Don't look, it's gross. Got him. Had him on? No, this is a fertilance. Yeah, both cages are open. The bottom's an eastern diamondback, and then we have a black-tailed rattlesnake. Those are still two, both in quarantine. The black-tailed rattlesnake's technically out of quarantine. Technically. He's a good snake. That eastern, we just got him. He's a little skinny, but I think it's because the guy that had him, like, literally just had a kid. So, like, I think he just didn't have time to do it, you know? Just didn't have time to fuck with it. Which makes sense. Thank you, Rosa. How bad is the Western Diamondback bite? It's one of the worst in the U.S. So I got bit by an Eastern Diamondback and it was horrible, but I didn't get any of the necrotic factor. I didn't get any of the necrosis. Like, you can see where it bit me, but, like, you can't, I had no muscle damage. And it was a horrible bite. I mean, like, I should have died. If I wouldn't have got into it, I would have died. As quick as the venom was acting, if everything hadn't went right that night, it would have been pretty bad. That's scary? Yeah, for sure. Thought about farming scorpions for venom? Veterinary store for venom snakes? Venom snakes? Yeah, a lot of people say that if you don't get scared, you shouldn't do it. I'm nervous. I get nervous sometimes. When shit goes awry, I get nervous. Like Heisenberg earlier, that spooked me a little bit. I didn't get the shakes over it, but I was like, oh, I don't like that. You know, let's not ever do that again. That wasn't cool. That was. But right now, I'm as calm can be. I'm not really even at a heightened alertness. You know, I'm just watching him eat. I know that while he has this in his mouth, I'm not in any danger. As long as he doesn't like shoot out of there, you know, land on the floor. But if he does that, we can address it. His mouth is full. Very healthy fish. Yeah, for sure. I respect the shit out of this snake. I don't take him lightly at all, but to fear him, I don't. Now, if we have a close call with him, yeah, I'll poop my pants. I ain't afraid to poop my pants, lighten the load so I can get the hell out of the way. But missed you. Thank you, Mama Rob. Yeah, panic's not good at all. I always say that if we have a close call in here, if you were working with me, you have all the time to panic after it happens. You have all the time in the world. I don't give a shit what you have to do. If you need to go outside and walk around the block, if you need to have a smoke, if you need to go down to the gas station, buy you a drink, you do, you boo. You have all the time. I don't give a shit. If you need to cuss, yell at some things, if you need to throw some stuff, it's all cool. Just don't panic in the moment. In the moment, stay focused. That day that mamba coiled around my wrist, I told my friend, I'm like, hey, get out of the room. He's like, what? I'm like, get out of the room. This isn't going good. And he did. I didn't want him in my way. I'm like, I might have to run on this one. That was Jeremy. He was in here earlier. He was filming. He was the camera guy. I don't know. In the moment, I'm not uncomfortable. Like, I always have this in the back of my head. I know what can happen. I know I can die sitting here doing this. But if I do everything right, I'm going home. There's nothing to worry about. Don't take chances. But if you're not taking chances, if you're staying out of the strike range, you just do you. I feel like anytime you're nervous, you're just raising your chances of making a mistake, right? Because your brain's more on the fear, less on the job at hand. You got to be aware of what that job can do, but at the same time, just stay focused. Used to have a gopher snake. He would mimic diamondbacks in the area. Gopher snakes are cool. I found one in the wild. I found two in the wild this year, I think. One in Salt Lake, and then one in Arizona. They're cute. I'm gonna close that one. Fuck, my back hurts. I'll lock that one too. I'm done with that dude. I should feed him another one, but he'll be okay. I'm gonna feed his girlfriend another one. See if we can get her weighed up. See if we can't breed her next year. Yeah, the bad part about those rattlesnakes, honeybee, is that I've tried to boycott those festivals. Like, I've tried to take them down. But there's a lot of people that support rattlesnake roundups because it's a moneymaker for a lot of hillbilly, redneck, white trash people. I can say that. I'm white. Anyway, they sew the mouth snake on a rattlesnake. They sew the mouth shut on a rattlesnake and pass it around and let you hold it after they rip out the teeth. Because a rattlesnake can bite to its own jaw, its own bottom jaw. Its fangs are long enough. So they rip the teeth out, they sew the mouth shut, and then hold it for $5, $10. And then that rattlesnake's of course dying during that process. Stress is killing it alone, but not only that, the mouth and the sewing and the constant handling. So once it gets to the point of being dead, they grab another one and rip its teeth out and then sew its mouth shut and pass it around the festival for a while. And
if that was any other animal on the planet, that would be outlawed. But since it's a snake, oh, it's okay. We hate snakes anyway. And they say they collect venom for research, and that's 100% false. Those snakes are so fucked by the time they get there. There is nothing viable in that spectacle that they call milking. How they get those snakes is by pouring gasoline in holes. They don't ask what's in the hole. It could be baby rabbits, it could be tortoises, it could be Gila monsters, it could be anything that lives down there. They just pour gasoline in it. The rattlesnakes come out gasping for air, or they die in the hole. And they catch them when they're gasping for air. Don't know if you ever had gassed rattlesnake meat. I'm sure it can't be that great. Probably ain't good for you. I don't know if you ever had gassed deer. It's not really too healthy. So they say they use the meat and they use the skins. I'm sure they use the skins. If I had a little bit of cowhide and had a little bit of gas on it, I'd probably still use it. But it's a shit show. Yeah, there's a lot of other animals they can get for meat. My big thing is, like, I eat hamburgers, I eat steaks, but I would never torture the cow to get those hamburgers or steaks. Are you fucking pregnant? I thought you were pregnant. Are you... I gotta look at you, because you didn't eat last time. You look like you're about to fucking drop. I gotta look at you. No, I don't know. It's sad that you have to kill a cow to get a hamburger, but I really like hamburgers, you know? If we could treat the cows better, I would. I totally agree with that. Fuck yeah. Treat the cows better while they're alive, and then they make the ultimate price, and we get good hamburgers. But I sure as hell wouldn't torture a cow. That's where I draw the line. The fact they torture those rattlesnakes. And they say it's to keep populations under control. Rattlesnake populations are dropping so exponentially fast. We're about to lose them. That eastern diamondback rattlesnake down there on the bottom, he's being put on the endangered species list. Hey, buddy. I hate rattlesnake roundups. If I could take care of one thing, it'd be... I can't say that word on here, so I don't know how to say that. But it would be those and murders and stuff like that. The other word that I can't say. I don't want to get banned. Yeah, it's hard to break people of that irrational fear. I do like the t-shirts. It's like, if you kill a rattlesnake, you're a pussy, or if you kill a snake, you're a pussy. I like making fun of those people. It always makes me feel better. But that's just me. Unalivers? No, that wasn't the one. I was talking about the diddlers. The diddies of the world. This is the word I was trying to figure out how I could possibly say. The beaver touchers, or whatever you want to call them. There you go. Blizzard is not afraid of being fucking... not afraid. Yeah, I'm surprised you can type that. That's crazy. The Chinese do not know the lingo for that one. That was fucking interesting. Nothing like a grown man scared of snakes? Nice. Yeah, exactly. Blizzard's like, nope. Fuck them. Learn to save snakes. Sadly passed, but I tried. That's awesome, Heather. I'm glad you tried. That's what matters. We all fail sometimes. How long do you think it takes them to get that many rattlesnakes in a tank the size of a semi-truck? I don't know. I don't like to think about it. It makes me depressed. Thank you, AJ. I'm just thinking of all the irreparable damage they do to the environment just to make $1. You know, last summer I moved, if it was on the open market, I moved probably $5,000 worth of turtles off the road and saved their life. Not a single one did I ever think about taking out of the wild. It could have been a fucking albino with naturally occurring flames on the side of its shell. Wouldn't fuck with that turtle. They need the protection. Some people only care about the almighty dollar. Once you cut down the last tree, you'll realize we cannot eat fucking money. That's what happened on Easter Island. They cut down all the trees to erect heads, and then they couldn't get off the islands because they didn't even have enough trees to make a boat.
My grandma's favorite animal was a Gaboon viper. That's so fucking cool. My grandma's always afraid of snakes. Grandma's one of my favorite people in the world, but she's terrified of snakes. She never understood my passion. She started to kind of get it when she was getting older, because she's seen it more often, because I was around more after Grandpa passed, but she didn't really ever grasp it. She always just thought it was kind of weird. But she stopped calling me weird after, after a while. She's like, it doesn't work. I can't fix him by calling him weird. That's soft chickies. I am worried about the environment. It's crazy how bad it's getting, how hard it is just to find basic animals. I'm so glad I live in the middle of bumfucks. I still get to see some, but I cruised Florida. We drove hundreds of miles through Florida just to see some wildlife, and you know how much wildlife we've seen? It was just like nothing was out. We couldn't find the natives. We seen invasive stuff, but it was still rare. People's like, oh, there's pythons everywhere, they're just falling out of trees. I'm like, you do realize those videos are fake, right? I'm not trying to go after anybody in particular, but if you see them catching 17 Burmese pythons in a night, that's bullshit. It's fake. They have 107 people out there in a fucking convoy. They take everybody's catch, put it all together, and film it. More power to them. Make good content. Nothing wrong with that. But people get the wrong interpretation of what the Everglades are truly like, because they're not like that. Unless you have a really good boat and you know the secret spot. I ain't never found the secret spot, and I put in a lot of work. Went pretty deep into Arizona, into the places people don't go, to find a couple rattlesnakes, and they are rare. If you live out there, you might have a good honey hole, but man, I haven't seen it. I know there's some places in Texas that still have quite a few animals. I know places in Mississippi still have quite a few animals, but they're becoming few and far between. Live restriction for some audiences contains themes you might find uncomfortable and having a restricted reason. Animal abuse. Thank you. Appreciate your TikTok. Let's see. Blop. Submit. I said the word hamburger one too many times. My bad. No, Garrett's a really nice kid. I like him. Dude, that motherfucker. I call him a kid because he's younger than me. No disrespect when I say that. He's a strong dude, man. Some of those animals that he grabs a hold of, I still to this day don't know how the hell he holds that one or two-handed, you know? But some of those big caiman, have you ever tried to hold one of those one-handed? Fuck. I know he's tall, I know he's gangly, but damn it, dude. Like, that's a 6 foot, that's a 7 foot caiman, and you're holding it. That shit's nuts, dude. You're strong as hell. Your grip strength has to be unreal. See a lot of wildlife here still? Nice. That's awesome, Jamie. I want to see one rattlesnake. Yeah, I go out there every single time. Now, yet again, I don't make it very often during the heavy rains. I did make it monsoon last year, and I seen a lot of stuff. But rattlesnakes are still few and far between. Bet it took him most of his life to figure out. I got a friend that's taught him a lot of stuff. I'm not dropping names here. But still, yeah, he spent a lot of time out there in the Everglades. He spent a lot of time out there in the middle of nowhere alone. Spent a lot of nights on them roads. I have some stories that he hasn't told that I'm just like, really? That shit's crazy. Some of the stories just of crazy happenings. Last time we was down to that Everglades, something I don't ever talk about. Just because it's one of those things I can't prove it or disprove it. It was weird. It was very, very weird. I don't know if I can tell this story actually. I can probably tell most of it. I might just have to leave out some of it. We were in the middle of nowhere and we was checking out some alligator slides on the side of the riverbank. Water was up over the road. It was pretty deep into the Everglades, right? And we were down there, and I know where we was, so we wasn't far from like Ocala, right? We was pretty close, and close enough. And we were down there looking, and I thought I seen eye shine. And we're sitting there talking about that eye shine that I seen. I said, what the hell? What do you think that was? You think it's just a big cane toad? Or you think it's an alligator? Or what are we looking at here? And we heard, I don't know how to describe the noises, but they were monkeys is what they were. And I'm like, that's fucking weird. And first thing we think is just fucking kids messing with us. But we're just in the middle of nowhere. And I'm like, that's weird. So we sat there for a little while. We didn't hear much. And we came to the conclusion that we did hear monkeys. Which we know there's monkeys in Ocala, Silver Springs. There's that hepatitis monkey island. And they're not necessarily just confined to the island. But I'm 99% sure. I'd put a lot of money on the fact those were monkeys and not people fucking with us. We're always carrying when we're out there. And when you start pulling those out and waving them around in the air, I feel like most people would be like, I don't think I'm going to keep fucking with these guys. But monkeys, on the other hand, they don't really seem to care. Is the difference between people and monkeys. I don't know what kind of monkeys. I don't know if they'd be capuchins or marmosets or what. I got a restriction on TikTok. Am I like more restricted than normal? Away the snowflakes, exactly. It does scare them away most of the time. Especially the kind of firepower that we carry when we go places. Safety first, ladies and gentlemen. I gotta check on that amodites, man. That amodites is fucking thick on the back end. Unless she's getting ready to take a big old poop. I've not been feeding her heavy. I hope she's... If she has babies, I hope she's okay. If she ain't underweight. I didn't know she was pregnant. I thought there was a chance she could be. I didn't know she might actually be. I love the TikTok though. That's funny. Dude, you're struggling. I gotta go to the airport and pick up that king cobra. What are you doing with us? What are you doing here? You've been so slow the Sumatranus even went back to sleep. Okay, you take care of all your snakes. You can tell how much you care for them. Well, I appreciate that, honeybee. I think husbandry can always improve. I definitely like to give everybody more room. But, I definitely do give a shit. I get very sad if anything happens to my little snakes. Whenever you see me get very upset at one of them, like for instance my mamba that keeps rubbing its nose on the glass because it hurts, It's driving me mad, it's just driving me mad, driving me dingy. Because I'm like, dude, it can't feel good, stop doing that. It's too dumb, it just doesn't know, It sucks to see. Oh. Yeah, the lights are cool. We'll close this. It's back there anyway, we can't really see them. Tell you what, man, I don't want to unstack that, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to unstack that. I think we're going to feed the forest. Because I can. And I want him to grow into a big, strong forest. Big, strong forest galante. You're like, who? Like, nothing, don't worry about it.
Let me move all these. It'll take me a few minutes, but that's okay. Because he's really fun to feed. He is a crazy boy. He's about as crazy as a turtle lance, but he puts on a much better show. Well, let's see. There we go. And hey, Mr. Forrest. What's up, bandy boy? Bandy boy in the east side gang. Let me unplug this phone. I think it's well enough charged. You're okay. Just have to scoot ya. Okay. We find a mouse, the appropriate size mouse for him. Let's go with those two. Seem to be winners. Gotta get you guys angled right. The rattlesnake behind me rattle while I show him the fertile lens? Yeah, rattlesnake behind me never stops rattling. He rattles when I show the king cobra too, just kind of his go-to move is to rattle. I think that'll work. I don't have a hook, but we're gonna pretend like I have a hook. Forest cobras are one of the most demanding cobras out there. They are the worst cobra out there. This is a banded forest. Okay. Are you focused? You don't seem very focused. You gotta be focused. How can you tell if you are focused? That's a fly. You're chasing a fly. Look. Hey. Hey. Fucking focus. 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 Okay, you got it. Good job. What are you doing? Is that a rodentia? Do you have a mouse? That's cool. Huh, very nice. You know what, we can drop it, and then I just do it like this, and I just gotta get done before you get done, you know? He knows. He's very unfocused. He gets very excited about everything. Which is good. Very exciting little snake. So, I have the chance next week to get another one of these with the bands, who might or might not be 8 feet long. So we might have an 8-foot one of these here in like a week or 2 weeks. It'll have to go through a lot of quarantine because it needs a lot of quarantine. But it is 8 feet and thicker than my arm, so it's kind of cool. It's gonna be fucking terrifying. But at 8 feet, one of these is long, is tall. This guy, half of his feet, if half of his body comes up off the ground. You know, when he stands up. So an 8-foot one, it's gonna stand up as tall as me. It's gonna be impressive, is what it's gonna be. And it's also very, very cheap. So there's that. Unfortunately, it gives us 2 males. We can get females later. I'm not that concerned. I don't really think anybody needs these in captivity. I mean, I think every snake should be represented, but at the same time, 99% of people aren't ready for this. These guys are just as bad as mambas, but more tenacious typically. Cheaping to get good way, $275, so I'm pretty stoked. It's a great looking snake. I might be able to show it to you. I don't know if I can do that. I'm gonna try. They might get mad at me for showing it to you. It is on my Discord if you want to see it on the Discord. Let's see. It's probably right there. Oof, we've been talking a lot. Damn. We don't ever shut up. There we go. I want to get in her mouse instead of his mouth. Good size forest. $275, I think. It's a very demanding animal. At 8 feet, that thing's gonna be a fucking handful. There's very few people in the country that can handle an animal like that. In all seriousness, I'm not trying to be like, oh, I'm so good after no. It's gonna fucking put me through the ringer. I guarantee it. But they're fun. Is that your tail? Ooh, ooh. Just imagine this guy at 8 feet. He was chasing a fucking moth. I like it making work for it a little bit. It's cute. A little cutie patootie. He also looks better if we get the bright light out and look at him. This guy's a pretty dude. He's growing like a damn weed. When we got him, he ate little pinkies. We've only had him for well, less than a year, I do believe. Uh-oh. Where are you going? You got a moth in your cage. He's like, I've been trying to eat that damn thing for a month. You can't eat moths. He's like, oh, I love moths. Have you ever had one? They come with a magic fairy dust. It's delicious. Yeah, I agree with that, Rain. Better than some idiot that has it or buying it when they don't have any business. What's fun about that is typically that idiot figures out real quick that it's a little bit different keeping these animals than doing it than just watching a video about it. So then they end up calling me like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. It's so fast and scary. And then I get it about $190 of the cost. Somebody at Reptile Show the other day, they're like, man, I got this snake, this Legionus. I don't know what to do. It's fucking crazy. Like, how much are you asking for it? He's like, 900. I'm like, yeah, well, fucking, you're keeping that Legionus, kind of sounds like. I had somebody hit me up the other day. He's like, man, I got 2 Mambas for $200. Could you please come get them? I'm like, yes, I can. For that, yeah, will do. 100%. I will totally take those. You save up for 1.1 Black Mambas? Yeah. We're gonna miss those, I'm pretty sure. Those ones are gonna sell before we have that kind of money. Those are nice. They're just not worth that much. That's a stupid price. I do need some little baby black mambas just so then I can have some to play with. Because like this guy's a perfect size to start training how to ride a hook and being a good boy and not being an ass. Those little baby black mambas are perfect size too. Once they start getting bigger, once you have a 5-foot mamba, you're like, ugh, this thing's a handful.
But when they're 2 foot, they're perfect. On Instagram, I saw a version of a Bushmaster called Jackfruit. They looked mean. I don't know what that would be. So you have the Lachesis muta, which is your South American Bushmaster. Then you have Lachesis tenophrys, which is your Central American Bushmaster. Then you have your Lachesis melanocephala, which is your black-headed Bushmaster. And then you have your Lachesis acridata, which is your... It's from like a mountain range right there on Central America section, like a little bridge. I don't know how to explain it. They're a smaller species. Playing with mom is not a face that gets together. Well, they get used to you handling them. Like, the more you handle them, the more you fuck with them, the more they get used to you doing it. So then they calm down exponentially. Like, this guy's used to me just feeding him and picking on him with the rodents, so he's just crazy. He just, I mean, he puts on a hell of a show. So what are you doing? What are you doing? And look at him. He's like, oh, I gotta go up. I fucking got it. Good job. I love doing that to him because he's so good at it. Like, he's such a good, straight up chaser. You know, if you get his focus, that dude will go wherever you put that rodent. You know, like, for instance, let's just say, figuratively speaking, somebody breaks in right now. All I have to do is take that rodent back from him, get his focus on the rodent, throw it at the person who robbed me. Throw it at the person who breaks in. That little son of a bitch, if he doesn't lose focus, robber ain't never coming back, I'll tell you that much. I might have to get a new forest cobra. This little shit just be running. Put a little bit of double-sided tape on that damn mouse and loft it at the would-be attacker, right? This dude will take care of the situation. So I've been broken into before. Thank you, Bethany. It's happened a couple times. One time I didn't have all the crazy stuff, and the one time I had a Nile crocodile chase a robber out of the building. So don't come on feeding day if you don't want to get attacked by a Nile crocodile. Lesson learned. Well, I learned that. I don't know if they learned. I would have paid so much money to see it. Appreciate you, Bethany. Yeah, the croc, he was... What happened is I got up that morning to go to work, and I opened the door to my reptile room just to look at everybody, see if everybody, see if they'd eaten or whatever, whatever. I opened it up, I'm like, holy fuck, he broke out. He looks at me, I look at him, he had got hungry, so he broke out. And I'm like, oh no, he's hungry, so I shut the door, because I got the fuck out of there. It's not, I had a suit and tie, I'm not catching that damn thing dressed like this. I only have one white shirt, no. So, I'm like, yeah, fuck, I'll catch him later, And second I got off work, I had to go bowling because I bowl league. I forgot that I forgot that he was just like hanging out in the reptile room. So like, everything was put up, so he wasn't going to be able to break some glass and get through he was good. So I grabbed my bowling ball and rush off to bowling. I just forgot. I just didn't, it just totally skipped my mind at that exact moment. And my buddy hit me up. He's actually been in the live a few times. He hit me up as he came in. I know you're OCD about them damn lights in the doors because you always yell at me for leaving them open or leaving them on. Is it all your lights are on and all your doors are open? Are you fucking home? Because I don't see your truck, your car. And I'm like, no, dude, I'm not there. What do you mean? He's like, well, all the doors are open, all the lights are on. I'm like, dude, I will be there here in a second. You just stay there if you could. I'll be there in a second. And I haul ass out and get there. And yeah, all the doors are open, all the lights are on. I'm like, that's not cool. That ain't cool. So I comb the house, no one's there. Got to the reptile room, looked in, like no one would be in there. Why the hell would they? Go on about my business. And I forgot about the Nile still. I just forgot. It just didn't skip my mind. I did a head count. You open up the reptile room and nothing's broken, nothing's open. You're like, you're good. I'm good. No one's going to steal the rat. I see the rattlesnake. We're good.
So that next morning, I stumble into the bathroom. It's kind of like the hangover, right? I'm sitting there taking a piss, and I look over, and I'll be damned if that ain't a fucking 9 o'clock looking at me. I'm like, oh, son of a bitch. I got my wiener in my hand. This is not a good time. This ain't a good look. I'm trying to do what I do. I'm trying to take a piss. I'm not trying to catch a fucking 9 o'clock with my wiener out. So I get that put away. I catch the 9 o'clock. I get it put back in the fucking tank, and I'm like, wait a second. Nothing was taken. All the doors were open. 9 o'clock is now downstairs. Should be upstairs. This is confusing. I'm like, why the hell was the door to the reptile room was open? Is someone fucking... I'm like, you chased me out of the room. You chased me pretty consistently, honestly. Every time I walk by you and you're hungry, you chase me. Did you? Because I know you were hungry. Were you a good boy? He's like, motherfucker didn't come bringing chicken. I ain't gonna let that slide. I'm like, holy shit. I think this guy chased out because they didn't take anything. Why do you break in, comb the house, and not take anything? Well, because you're being chased out of the house by a hungry-ass crocodile that does not know how to navigate stairs, but does know how to bounce down quite a few of them, right? Okay. So, that was 3. 3's enough. You good? You just itching your face? Face itch? Better than a watchdog? Yeah, for sure. He will eat 100 of them. He'll eat till he explodes. He doesn't really know when to stop. He's also a grown boy, so... So, I think I'm gonna put you up. I'm gonna try to close the lid, and then I gotta get off so I can go to the airport. I gotta go pick up a big cobra. I pick up one of them big cobras. Look, twitch, twitch. Look at the little twitches. Twitch, twitch. I have to put him inside one of these bigger cages so we can watch him, because he's fun to watch. He does a lot of stuff, like parkour and shit. He's a good climber. He's a good eater. He's a good hooder. You know, when I say where the hood at? He's got the hood. I don't have a hook, so we just gotta tong you back in. Don't bite the tongs. Those are metal. Here, slinky dink your back, little ass back in there. Slinky dink. There you go, good job. Oh, big hood. Big hood. Yep, very nice. Big hood. Big hood. Cool. I'm happy with it. Well, guys, I appreciate you. If you want to join this live, tomorrow night we will be on TikTok for sure. We probably be on Kick for part of the night. I don't know if we're going to do feeding tomorrow night. It kind of depends how the King Cobra thing goes. But, where's that again? Green Racer. He's pretty cool. He's hiding behind that leaf, though. Can't really see him. But I appreciate you hanging out with me. Thank you for all the support, guys. If you're not following, please do. I'm sure we'll have another YouTube live here soon. Thank you for joining us. Y'all have a great night. Be safe out there, and I'll see you again here soon. Y'all have a good one. Boy, picking up a Javan King for Sweetie. It's going to be her new boyfriend.